When it comes to my acting, I have been concentrating on this one. I like to concentrate on specific areas of my acting. Right now I'm really studying how to dive into the words and really grasp their meanings. And I made this kind of game thing. This is my neon orange Band-Aid. I made up this sort of game thing, and I kind of came up with it with the help of this book, which I really think anyone that's interested in acting or is an actor or just starting out or whatever should buy. Mastering Monologues and Acting Sides by Janet Wilcox. I've read it so many times. I've made like highlights in it, and you know, like it's a great book, and it's a great tool to have for an actor. She has this chapter, or like a little passage in a chapter about really grasping the meaning of your character's lines, like what's behind them and what your character is really saying. She or he are not just saying, you know, I want a latte. They could be saying, I want a latte because God knows I need coffee right now. I'm handling so many things at once, and da-da-da-da. You know, like it could mean so much. I made this game, and maybe it's been done before. I don't know, because I've never taken like a legitimate acting course. So maybe this has been done before, but I've never done it. Sorry, it's getting really dark in here. I've never heard of it or anything, so I called it Reading Beyond the Words. And what it is I lay out a scenario. I lay out a scenario, and then I give you a line for your character to say within that scenario. And I give you details and stuff about what your character's feeling and, you know, blah blah, and then you say this line with that in mind. And it changes it. It changes the way your character says the line, or the way you say your character's line. Like, an example is, you know, your character has issues with their mother, and their mother asks something like, did you find a job yet? Maybe your character and your character's mother have issues because your character's mother believes your character is lazy and just lounges around and whatever, and that's not the case. And so your character can say, I'm still looking, but, you know, it's different when you say, I'm still looking and I'm still looking. You know, like really angry at this mother. So there's a difference when you know what's going on in your character's head. So I call it Reading Beyond the Words. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read these scenarios, and then I'm going to say the line as the character. The first scenario is, a mother has just lost her 3-year-old boy only a month ago. She is at a coffee shop ordering a drink, and the line is, I'd like a cappuccino, 1 sugar. I'd like a cappuccino, 1 sugar. Scenario 2 is, you've been awake an hour and have to leave to a job you despise in 20 minutes. You're asking your spouse for the carton of orange juice, and the line is, pass me the orange juice, please. Pass me the orange juice, please. Scenario 3. You're waiting for your 16-year-old to return from school. He hates school and is the epitome of teenage angst. Tread carefully. And the line is, anything good happen at school today? Anything good happen at school today? Scenario 4. You've been home a week and are starting to feel the beginnings of cabin fever. Or so you think. A sibling asks what she should prepare for dinner and you just don't care. Line is, I'm okay with whatever, make it spicy, God knows I need it. I'm okay with whatever. Make it spicy. God knows I need it. So my effort wasn't very great. But those are just like examples of what the game is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you scenarios and lines, and you have to do what I just did if you want. And you can do this in the comfort of your own home just for yourself, or you can do a video response for this video with your examples, as well as coming up with your own scenarios and your own lines for me to do, or for other people, other actors on YouTube, if you want. It's just a fun game. It's an interactive game, and it's, you know, I like interacting with others. So, examples for you. First one is, you and a boy or girlfriend are hiking in a state park when you both encounter the body of a dead person. You're scared beyond your wits. You go down to the park ranger office and tell the ranger, "I think you'd better come see this." Number 2. You're preparing lunch and have just been denied by a romantic interest on a date for the 4th time. You don't know whether you want to keep pursuing or just forget about your chances. Your roommate comes in and asks if you like to catch a movie later, and you reply, confused and with a bruised ego, "Can we just go Friday instead?" Okay, number 3. You've just left the gas station after winning $1,000 in the lottery when a friend calls to ask if you'd like to join them later for a coffee. You reply, "Let's find an authentic French cafe." So, there you go. Now, you do it and post a video response if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but it would be cool and it'd be fun. So, yep.